poppin' real 16 TV? It's Cuzzo P here, back with another reaction. This time we're reacting to Is the Mafia in serious trouble? There's this dude called The Connect. He basically he was in cahoots with the cartel. I find him hella interesting, so I think I'm gonna react to some of his videos. And I'm curious about the mafia, so he talking about a mafia sting. So we're about to see in 3, 2, 1. Go. Video playing now.
Ndrangheta. Yeah.
He kind of look Italian.
Ndrangheta is the mafia out of Calabria, which is at the boot of Italy, at the very bottom. Now, they are having one of the biggest mafia trials, maybe the biggest mafia trial in the history of Italy is going on right now. They nabbed like 350 defendants, and they're putting them all on trial. So go look into the Italian mafias. Put aside what we know about Cosa Nostra and the Sicilians for a second. Just put that aside, okay? The main Italian mafia now, the main mafia.
I'm more curious about them anyway.
From Italy.
The cartel
it's not from Sicily.
To me, it's still
because
mafia.
they
I'm
were
more
the
curious
first
about what the mafia
to basically get into drug dealing or high-level cocaine trafficking. That's kind of what propelled the Italian mafia to supersede and get bigger than the Sicilians. So they got that port at the base of Italy. Brian, could you look up what that port is called? So the port at the boot of Italy in Calabria is the main offloading site for South American cocaine. It's Spain and it's Italy. And this is the reason that the...
Okay, I'm going to pause right there. They said the main imports for cocaine was Spain and Italy, but going back into the other thing, I thought Sicily was Italy. Is it not Italy? And if that's the case, is it on some gang shit to where Sicily got its own mafia, and the Italian, they got a specific just Italian mafia? Is it like some shit like that? If you know, put that in the comments. I'm curious.
How do you pronounce it?
Is it Vibo Valentia?
That's what it is. Vibo Valentia. That is the main port. It's one of the biggest ports in the Mediterranean.
I feel like I'm watching Lupin the Third. All this
of the cocaine that gets shipped from South America first lands. So you can imagine this has made the Calabrians
Italians aren't European
billionaires,
they're just Italian.
Okay? And they're living, go look at those little towns. Go research what their territory looks like. They're living up in the mountains. They're living a lot like the Sinaloans that we just documented. Wouldn't you say, Brian? Like they're farmers, they're villagers who live underground. Literally, they build tunnels to hide from the authorities. They live in the mountains. They do whatever they can, and they're on the lam for years. But they're trafficking in like as much cocaine as the Mexicans, for sure. What were you about to say?
Yeah, I mean, I think part of that is
because
culturally they grew up in these kind of more rural parts.
Yes.
But I also think you're going to be heading one of the largest crime organizations in the world. Probably don't want a lot of neighbors. Probably don't want to be too close.
That's a great point. That is a great point, too. It's the geography that allows them to elude capture. When you're from a tiny little town, you know all your neighbors, too. You know all your neighbors. Your neighbors are dirt poor. This is the region of southern Italy is one of the poorest in all of the EU. Okay? So this is what makes for a mafia. It's a perfect breeding ground for how the mafia even started.
People wanting to get out of their circumstances, breed crime.
I'm fascinated with how a crime cartel, a crime syndicate, a mafia, whatever you want to call it, how does it grow? How does it start? How does it grow? And what are the factors that allow it to survive and thrive, right? So if you look at Sicily,
access and ability to get in trouble.
The mafia in Sicily, what we know in America as the Cosa Nostra, our thing.
Hold on, I'm not no expert, but I'm gonna say access to product, inability to get in trouble in the real way. If you notice the cartel and all that, they fighting against their own armies, and I don't think these Italian dudes are exactly doing that, but obviously they getting away with whatever the fuck they doing too. So I would say access and inability to be captured, and then pipelines, creating strongholds with different people in different areas. That way they can keep their things going. It's just like a real business, or like if you were franchising McDonald's, right? We good as shit at our McDonald's. So then we gonna give y'all McDonald's, then we gonna pipeline the chicken nuggets to y'all. Just don't fuck it up. But if y'all are doing so good that y'all can start to pipeline too, then we have like you know what I'm saying? Damn near Rico on the way.
In the 1870s, because there was a gigantic worldwide boom.
Excuse me.
Demand for lemons. And the people who grew the lemons were the Sicilians. They have the best fruit in the world, I guess. I guess they get the best fucking lemons.
I think the ports are really important
the gangsters,
too.
The wise
the fact
guys,
that these motherfuckers can get boats into an area.
You know, bandits, right? Because you know, back in the day, Sicily was barely formed as a nation. It wasn't even part of Italy, I don't think. I think it had just become part of Italy.
Okay,
right?
Well, he answered my question.
And so they're dirt poor. They've been persecuted historically by Rome, by the Moors, by England. I mean, by the Spanish. So many people have tried to conquer that little island over the years. So it's in their blood to fight, and they hate authority. You know what I'm saying? This is what makes the spirit of a bandit, of a bandito. So it was that cultural, it was that counterculture coupled with economic opportunity that began the mafia. So basically what these bandits started doing is they started extorting the lemon farmers. They started extorting these big oligarchs who owned all of the lemon fields and were exporting them all over the world and making huge money. Basically, the mafia went to these lemon farmers and said, hey, we'll pay to protect you, and if you don't pay us for the protection, then we will, you know, fuck your shit up.
Which is basically what they did in America.
Started.
To go further into what you're talking about.
Because I'm pretty sure they introduced, Italians probably introduced extortion to American
this arrest
because every time I see them, that's usually what their whole thing is. Like, oh, we'll protect you.
It says right here in this article, the allegations against those arrested Thursday include the transport and sale of stolen farm machinery to Malta and Romania.
There you go. So these guys are into everything. Hey guys, if you like that video,
you might have to watch the whole thing. If you like that video, you're gonna have to watch it on his channel or whatever the fuck he was gonna say. But getting into what I think about it, I honestly think that the shit is interesting to hear how they're doing it in their own country, because obviously their laws, their rules, and all that shit must be different. And they're just like he said, they're just like the cartel to an extent. They extorted, or the cartel kind of has ownership or like their own govern, like their own ability to govern in their own way because they're so powerful. But they've extorted governors and shit like that, their own version of like oligarchs and leaders. Excuse me. But basically, like them extorting them and all that stuff has given them the ability to get away. That's why I was saying it's about economics and inability to get captured. And then we'll go ahead and throw in it's the type of the person, because needing money will change the type of person that you are easy. But it's the type of person, it was the fact that they're willing to go that hard to become somebody. But go ahead and continue to like, subscribe, and share. Continue to fuck with me. I appreciate you watching. Bye.